Hi, Philip from TW White & Sons. What we have here is a beautiful Mazda MX-5 RF 2-litre 184 PS Sport Nav Plus. Finished in Sol Red Crystal. This car was registered the 29th of November 2019. It is a grade 1 vehicle, which means it's in outstanding condition, and it's only covered 2,738 or 39 miles. It's as good as buying new, this car. Fabulous condition, unmarked paintwork as you'd expect. No stone chips on the bonnet. This is a really good specification car, featuring keyless entry, rear privacy glass. Obviously this roof section, which I'll show you in a minute, is fully retractable electrically, and you've got the ability to drive this car all year round. It is stunning, beautiful looking car in the arguably Mazda's most desirable colour for this vehicle, Sol Red Crystal, and the paintwork just pops out at you in beautiful condition. Rear parking sensors you'd expect with this level of vehicle. Look at all the mats in there. That we've taken this out for cleaning, but previous owners put a really nice little hard plastic boot liner, MX5 boot liner in there. All the tools are here, as you'd expect really this vehicle to be. Absolutely immaculate. Just been through the workshop, it's been serviced. It's undergone a 101-point used car check. We check everything. Condition of the tyres, the vehicle's electrical systems, condition of the wipers. It's road tested, all in accordance with Mazda approved standards. Warranted mileage with this car, absolutely outstanding. At TW White & Sons, we will also take any vehicle in part exchange, and we'll be as competitive as any of the online companies, if not more so. We want your business. This is a lovely, lovely vehicle. In here, black cloth interior stitched in red. Sorry, black leather interior stitched in red, I do beg your pardon. And this extends over to the door cards as well. Electric windows, electric door mirrors, and integrated into these headrests are speakers to give you a more immersive sound experience, also when the hood is down, the roof rather. First array of switches we come to are Mazda's stop-start I-stop technology, traction control, Mazda's lane departure warning system, very useful, but beautifully spec'd. The leather extends across the door cards and dash panel, and you've got leather surround to the handbrake lever and gear gaiter, and obviously a leather steering wheel. These are such fun to drive, especially in this incarnation. So let's just show you a few controls. So it's keyless entry with this vehicle, so you just leave your keys in the center console, dip the clutch, press the engine stop start button, just located here, and the thing springs into life. Just turn this down a little bit here. So straight in front of you, you've got the tachometer rev counter in the center with speedometer on the right hand side. Little window in the tachometer rev counter is a gear selector indicators. You're driving along, tells you when to change gear. You don't have to, obviously, but it's there as an indication. Speedometer right hand side, and on the far left hand side you've got your oil pressure, and you've also got your fuel gauge. Multifunction steering wheel on the left hand side here. Integrated Bluetooth with voice control. Right hand side, cruise control, and beyond that, auto wipers with variable speed on the intermittent, and auto lights. This is a fantastic car to drive, it really is. I cannot be more enthusiastic about this as a product. It's beautifully finished, it's reliable, dependable all year round, and these are fantastic cars. Rear wheel drive sports car with inline engine in the traditional sense of the word, and the latest incarnation, or one of the latest incarnations of MX-5. So yeah, this info button here on the left hand side of the steering wheel, multifunction steering wheel, controls this display here. You can see your monitor. Range is only 36 miles. Obviously it's only showing 3.9 mpg because the car's just been moved around the showroom, around the workshop here. But you can zero this. You've got 2 trip meters, range, etc., which we may as well do now. That takes it all back to 0. There it is, very straightforward. Cruise control, as I said earlier. Center here, automatic climate control in its simplest form, but really effective, really simple, thank God. So you stick everything in automatic, hit AC, adjust the temperature, and eventually that will direct air and adjust the fan speeds according to the internal temperature of the vehicle. So a lot of people just dial in the temperature they want, hit auto here, hit auto there, it does it all for them, which is absolutely fine. Other people prefer to operate it as a manual system, so you just come off automatic there, adjust the fan speeds as you would want, and adjust where you want the air to go. Twin heated seats, 3-stage, passenger and driver, very simple. Twin USB socketry, AUX socketry, USB SD card goes in here, which operates a satellite navigation. 6-speed manual gearbox, which quite frankly is joyous to drive. It is one of the nicest vehicles you could possibly drive. This a lot of fun, and with good reason. It's the world's best-selling roadster. You got short throws between gears, and it is, well, it's a very much a fun vehicle to drive. Very refined too. Sat nav, main operations here for this central screen, which is touchscreen, funny enough, when you're stationary, but as soon as you move off from being stationary, that touchscreen disables itself and you have to control it all from the central wheel here. The idea is that you keep your eyes on the road as opposed to the center screen on this vehicle. But for the purposes of this demonstration, I'm just going to show you using this nav wheel. These basic controls are home screen up above the main nav wheel, nav saying nav, it's self-explanatory. The music button, obviously self-explanatory on the left hand side. The star button is set up favourites through navigation, phone book, radio stations, etc. And directly opposite that you've got a funny little arrow, which is your back button. So as you can imagine, it's quite easy to operate this. Master volume control underneath, which you can press to mute or move it up and down to adjust the volume, but you can also adjust the volume here, which, you know, it's adjust your phone volume, but it also adjusts the volume of this unit. So there's 2 places to adjust the volume. Sorry about the light shining in, but let's go on this. You've got AM, FM, DAB, USB plug-in. So if we went to DAB, it eventually will come up with radio stations here, station list. It has to update itself, obviously we're inside, and probably it hasn't been set post service. So it's got DAB, AM, FM. Central home screen looks like this. Applications, fuel economy monitor. It's got Mazda's IE loop regenerative system, so if you're braking, etc., it will store all the kinetic energy it will capture it in an integrated storage generator, and it help power some of the vehicle's electrical systems. It's got Mazda's stop-start technology, which is there purely for under the correct conditions. If you pull up some traffic lights, let's say they're red, and the car is stop ready, the engine will stop. When they turn green again, you engage gear, the engine will start. It obviously has tremendous environmental qualities. So that is the fuel economy monitor. Back to the home screen, back into applications, vehicle status monitor, maintenance. Okay, that's all off at the moment, but we have just serviced and given this car an MOT. Not, I mean, to be honest, it's like brand new. Phone connection there, integrated Bluetooth with voice control, satellite navigation, a great system. That's in its nighttime mode. This is it in its daytime mode. Very simple here. You can set up home address, you can set up favorites, history, where you've been, find address, town or postcode. That's simple. But what I particularly like about this, places nearby. If you want to find parking, let's say, set category, parking, search it, it'll bring up a whole host of options, and you've got a vast amount of categories ranging for restaurants, shopping, you know, whatever. But it's such a good system, very simple, very clear system to use. Home screen settings, you can set up this vehicle to suit your individual tastes. The display we're looking at, you can adjust that between auto, day and night modes. You can adjust the brightness, the contrast. Safety, it's got a plethora of safety systems on this vehicle. You've got lane departure warning system, smart city brake support there, very useful. You can adjust all the parameters of that, very useful in town driving. Lane departure warning system, as I've said before, again, you can set up the timing of the warning, the type of warning, and the associated volume of that warning. Lane departure warning system simply means that if you're on a motorway or you're on an A road, or indeed any road with white markers, ensures you stay to the correct side of the road. If you wander, it will warn you of that, but you can adjust all of that, but it is there as a safety system. Traffic sign recognition, traffic sign display, driver attention alert system, parking sensor indication. Got the lot. Back in settings here, sound, bass, treble, fader, balance, guidance, volume. It's got BOSE sound system, so audio pilot will adjust the sound to compensate for any road or engine noise. Clock, you can adjust that between 12 or 24 hours and select a time zone. Very useful if you're traveling to Europe. Vehicle itself, door locks. You can have walk-away locking, where you take the keys with you in your pocket, the doors will auto lock. You can even adjust the keyless lock beat volume. You can adjust the volume of your indicators as well, and whether you choose to have a 3-flash indication. Lighting, you can adjust your interior lights, your adaptive front lighting system, lights on warning, volume, coming home light, leaving home light, and the sensitivity of your auto headlights on. So who said a convertible wasn't good for driving in winter? This one is. It's got a electric metal roof, it's got a plethora of safety features, couldn't be better. System here, you can adjust your language, whatever language you want. You can adjust temperature between Fahrenheit and Celsius, distance between miles or kilometers. Back to the home screen. If you want to get into reverse, you got rear parking sensors with a parking sensor. You can see how close we are to the cupboard behind us. Very good, just as good as a reverse camera as far as I'm concerned. So you're getting a really good spec with this car. You're getting climate air conditioning, leather interior, BOSE sound system, cruise control, auto lights, auto wipers, integrated Bluetooth, DAB sound system, and an electric roof which works like this. Here's a switch for this. Even the hook moves out electrically. Let's show you. Look at this. It's a work of art, this thing. There you go. Comes down like so. Let's just show you around with the roof down. Comes with 12 months Mazda approved warranty. Look at it. 12 months Mazda approved warranty, encapsulating 12 months roadside assistance. Not that you'll ever need these, that roadside assistance. These have got fantastic reliability record with it. Beautifully finished cars. I've said 2,739 miles. It's a 19 on a 69 in beautiful condition. If you want to find out more about this Mazda MX-5 2-litre 184 PS in its most powerful incarnation, Sport Nav Plus RF, please go onto our website, which is www.twhiteandsons.co.uk. Another thing worth mentioning, we are open 7 days a week. Thanks very much for watching.